In the late 19th century, as the Russian Empire sought to secure its southern borders, it engaged in a brutal, decades-long conflict in the Caucasus. But the war didn't end with a treaty between armies. It ended with the Circassian Genocide, a systematic campaign to ethnically cleanse the indigenous Muslim population from their ancestral lands. It was one of the first modern instances of a state using military force to achieve the total permanent removal of an ethnic group. Under the command of General Evdokimov, the Russian military shifted from traditional warfare to a scorched-earth policy. Since the Circassian resistance relied on their mountain villages, the Russian strategy was to destroy the villages themselves. Soldiers burned crops, seized livestock, and razed homes, intentionally creating a famine to force the population out of the mountains and toward the Black Sea coast. Hundreds of thousands of civilians, men, women, and children, were herded onto the shore with no food or shelter. Many died of typhus and starvation before ships arrived. The injustice was compounded by the death ships, overcrowded, private vessels hired to transport the survivors to the Ottoman Empire. Thousands more drowned or succumbed to disease during the crossing, their bodies marking the path of the exile. By 1864, the Russian government declared the Caucasus cleared. It is estimated that 80% to 90% of the Circassian population was either killed or deported. Their lands were immediately redistributed to Cossack and Russian settlers, effectively erasing the Circassian presence from the map. This was an injustice of the highest order, the destruction of a culture and a people not as a side effect of battle, but as a deliberate goal of imperial policy. The Circassian Genocide remains a haunting example of how wartime goals can shift from territorial gain to ethnic homogenization. The systematic use of starvation, forced marches, and mass deportation served as a dark blueprint for the genocides that would plague the 20th century, proving that when a state targets a population's existence, the injustice is absolute.